Good morning and happy Saturday. I spoke to you yesterday and offered to make a free custom video for you showing you some tips and tricks that you can do to improve your online presence. I know you said you had someone that already does this, so that's great. You can share this with them if you feel that would be helpful. As I mentioned in the video, I'm sorry, on the phone, there's no selling. I'm a small business owner and I believe that givers gain. So when my spare time, I make these custom videos for other businesses, hoping to bring value and service to the businesses and our community as a whole. But your feedback is important to us so that we know that our videos are actually being watched and useful. So let me know at the end, give me a short reply that you watched it, and also that whatever you found helpful or not, so that I can use that as feedback, okay? So let's get started. What I'm going to cover for you is content backlinks and citations, what these are and why they're important to your website. I'll make recommendations at the end for anything that I see that might help you boost your website, and we'll take a look at your online presence, okay, in the process. So content is anything on your website. It's the images, the videos, the words. The more content you have, the better it is for Google to crawl your site and actually figure out what it is you do, what services or products you offer. Ideally, you want 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage and at least 500 on your back pages, okay? This will give Google the opportunity to spend time, get to know your business. Citations are the listings you get in directories like Google or Yelp. It's your business name, your address, and your phone number. You want to have as many of these and even more than your competition, okay? And then backlinks is the placement of your website onto other websites. So it's like your placement of your website on Facebook, Yelp, Instagram, any of these. These are directing traffic back to your website. And to Google, the more backlinks you have, the more validation they give your business. You appear to be a legitimate business. Companies that have very few backlinks, Google is weary of, and they don't spend a lot of time promoting or getting to know your business. They're not crawling your website very much. So get as many backlinks that are relevant to your niche and get those out there. You will find that it will actually boost your business significantly. Okay, so let's take a peek. I'm going to come back to your website. Let's go into Google briefly. So first of all, when people search, they're using organic keywords. These are like the things that people naturally type in. So these are what you want to have placed throughout your website, front and back end, okay? Because this is going to help Google to say, okay, you know what? That's an exact match for the search. Let's show them as the search result, okay? When we come on the page, of course, we see ads first off. These, of course, are paid for advertisements that businesses have placed. I don't have anything against these, but something to know is that if people have ad blockers, they won't see these advertisements. Also, services like Angie's List, Thumbtack, House, Home Advisor, they're good as a tool as well. But something that most business owners don't know and should know is that those businesses are paying for leads from those services, but the same lead is being given to 4 other companies, and all 5 of the companies are paying the same amount for the lead, whether or not they land them or not. So I always try to show businesses things they can do for free to boost their website presence. Okay, things that are more long lasting, because everyone uses Google, right? So the prime real estate area is here in the map pack. And as you can see, you're actually listed here for Glen Burnie. Not sure about the other areas. I didn't have time to search those, but it's awesome that you are here at least for Glen Burnie, okay? What I want to say is this is the prime real estate, and I call it that because most of the traffic occurs here. People are making decisions in this map pack, and they're also making them on the first, second pages of Google. If you're too far off from that, then most people are not going to find you. We don't, as a society, we're kind of impatient. So we don't click further into Google, like 5, 6 pages out. We are usually finding those providers that we want right here on this first, second page. Okay. So I will congratulate you for having your site listed here right now in Glen Burnie. You want to kind of do a search and see if you're in the other service areas as well, because that will be important to determine what kind of business you're getting from Google. Okay. So let's take a look at your site. First of all, I love your site. I love the baseball theme. We're a baseball family here. My son played for many years. So I really love the colors. I love the theme that you chose for your business. It's pretty cool, and it ties in very well with your logo and your tagline. So very good. The one thing I would recommend, I actually have several things that will help to boost your website. You have your number here, but if you have an opportunity, why not put a small contact us form so that you can gather instantly name, phone numbers, and emails. Sometimes people call out and then they hang up right and you're like wondering who called. But if you have a contact us, you can get some leads right away and come into your email. And then you'll have a list running that day of who to contact, who's looking for your services, etc. So that would be one thing I would recommend, having that somewhere on your first page. You might have it somewhere on your other pages as well, but definitely on the first page would help you. You have really nice photos also on your pages. What I would do though, I did notice your gallery. You have tons of photos, but when you tag your photos, let me see here if I can do this. You haven't named your photos. And as you recall, I did say Google, content is the words, the images, and the videos. Google is not only crawling your words, but they're crawling your images out as well. So that's an opportunity to put tags on them. For example, that photo right there is highlighting power washing. So you could have power washing Glen Burnie as a keyword for that. And guess what? Google is going to identify you as a service provider for power washing in Glen Burnie. Same for all of your photos. And you have a ton of photos. So I would recommend you tag those as best as you can to help Google to better identify you as the expert in that area. And then, of course, I did mention content. To boost your website, I highly recommend adding at least 1,500 words to your existing content, because right now your website is lacking content. And if you recall, what I did say is that Google spends time on websites that have a lot of content. The ones that don't have a lot of content, yeah, they will visit your site, but they jump right off. They're not spending time getting to know who you are, what services you provide, etc. So take advantage of that. You do have a high presence in social media, so that's awesome. That's really going to help you too in the long run. But the greatest impact that you're going to need to make is adding more content and getting more backlinks and citations. So let me show you what I mean. Right now, when we look at your data, you don't have a whole lot of backlinks. At one time you had 61, which is still extremely low, and you barely have any right now. Remember, backlinks is what makes you popular to Google. Backlinks is what validates you as a business. So you want to keep your status with Google, continue to add backlinks out there so that you will continue to verify that you are a legitimate business. The same with citations. You only have 11. One time you had 34, which is still extremely low. So I would say just continue to build your presence out there, get your website out there. You have it out there on social media, but it goes far beyond that. So continue to get relevant backlinks and citations that drive back to your website, and you will see the number of clicks you get on a daily basis will significantly grow. Right now you're getting like 9 to 10 of them, but I've seen websites that are in this niche that are getting like 100 or so per day. So do the things that you can that I've mentioned, and I'm sure that this will help to boost your website. You're doing pretty awesome right now. I love your website. This is not to say that you don't have a great website, but these are opportunities that you can take to increase it and to become more popular with Google. Okay. I hope this has been helpful. Please shoot me a reply to let me know that you watched it, if any of the tips were helpful or not. Also, if any of the tips were confusing or you need clarification, let me know that too. I'd be happy to clarify anything to help you in your business. With this, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Have a great weekend, and I wish you much continued success with your business. Take care.